Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another polymer clay video at my YouTube channel and my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Today is part 2 in my series on making this bird and branch steampunk pendant. In this video, I'll show you how to make the steampunk heart and how to put it all together. To make the steampunk heart, I started with some silver clay rolled out on a medium thin setting, about a number 4 setting on my pasta machine. And I have a template here. It's actually the same template I used on a heart pendant a while ago, only I traced inside and went down about 1/8 of an inch smaller. I'll have that template available for you on my blog. And here I have a texture sheet. I'll have links to that on the blog as well. And I'm just going to use my acrylic roller to press that right into the texture sheet. And to be sure that it doesn't stick, I did apply some Armor All to the texture sheet, wiped off the excess, leaving just a thin film on the texture sheet. And then you can just put your template over that and then use a craft knife to cut out the heart. So once you have a shape that you like, the best way that I have found to get a gradually smaller shape is to take that, put it on a piece of index card, and trace it. Take that off, and then take a pencil and just draw it right inside that. I did about 1/8 of an inch, and then cut that one out, and now I have a template that's the same shape but just a little smaller. So you can just draw one shape and make a whole graduated set of shapes this way. So then what I did here was I took that smaller shape, applied a different texture sheet, and cut out a smaller version of my heart, and then apply that to the first one. And you can get some interesting effects if you don't center them. If you had a bunch of squares or circles that were all offset in the same direction, that would be interesting. So for the decoration for our heart, the first thing I'm going to do is take an 1/8 inch ball tool and make a line, maybe 1.5 inches long, just of dots, and then use your blade to cut a straight line on either side. This is a better way of doing it than cutting out a strip and putting the dots, because the tool is going to distort your strip, but this way you have a nice perfectly straight strip. And just apply that strip to your heart wherever you like, wherever looks good to you. And then use your craft knife to cut that just about the thickness of the clay outside the edge of your shape. And the best tool I found for this is my fingernail. I put it against the tile and just kind of tap that in so it's pressed right into the side of the shape. And then here I have an interesting texture on my tool, and I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to press that texture right into my clay, choose the one that came out best, and then use my blade to cut a strip. And then place that piece on your heart for decoration, again, wherever you like, and trim it and apply it the same way. I also have some of these little bits and bobs to give it even more of a steampunk look. Most of these will not stick after baking, but what you can do is press them in, bake, and then after baking you can pop them out and glue them in. Don't forget to add a stringing hole wherever you'd like to hang it. So now here are all 3 pieces all baked, and you might notice that I took a little bit of time with some dark brown acrylic paint just to antique them. You just brush it over all of the details that you want to highlight. Let it sit and dry for just a few minutes. You don't want it to dry completely, but you want it to dry enough so that when you wipe over it with a damp cloth, the paint remains in all of the details. And now it's time to just put this together. So this heart is actually going to dangle from a jump ring, and then the rest of the pieces will be stacked on an eye pin. So I'll start there. I found a few pieces, just a couple beads that I thought would accent it. This is a dyed piece of shell. And then this is just a spacer, a saucer-shaped spacer, which actually gave a little support to the nest as it was a bit wobbly without it. And then I'll put my nest on, and the branch, and the bird. That's a cute little stack. And then I'm just going to use the one-step looper to make a simple loop. Use chain nose pliers to make sure that loop is nice and securely closed. And then I'll open the jump ring and attach the heart. I have some chain here to which I've added a clasp with a couple jump rings. And then just add a final jump ring to the chain and the top of my pendant. And there you go, a really cute pendant that you can make uniquely your own. For links to the tools and materials I used in this video, click here to go to the accompanying blog post. So here's another look at the project we made today. I hope that you like this idea and you'll give some polymer clay sculpting a try. I'm sure you'll come up with lots of different variations that I never even thought of. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do for 3 new videos every week. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating. Bye-bye.